Hi guys, and welcome back. This is going to be episode 1 of the Manta 400 replica rebuild. Some of you might have seen I put a little post on about this car a couple of weeks ago now. This is one I just bought. Unfortunately the previous owner couldn't continue and finish this build. This car's just had an absolute fortune spent on it in the body shop. I think the price to get it to this point in the body shop was around 13k mark, which included a bit of welding, fitting the body kit, which is a really good kit actually. It's actually embossed with the Ermshire stampings, and to repaint the car inside and out. As you can see, it's all painted in the engine bay and everything. It's quite a nice paint job, to be fair. There is a couple of little imperfections, but black is probably one of the worst colours you could ever wish to paint. This is straight off the gun, so this car's going to need flattening and polishing yet anyway. Very minimal little bits of the odd fisheye in the paint, but again that can be quite easily rectified once the car gets mopped and polished. It's fully painted inside the shell as well, so this should make for a really good, really nice build. We're going to do quite a few special things on this car. We're going to make it really nice. So now we've actually got the welding done on the i200. That's going to go into the body shop for paint, prep and paint. So this is going to take quite a number of weeks, possibly months, before I get back onto this car now. There's nothing more I can do on this until it's in paint. So in the meantime I'm going to concentrate on getting this 400 replica rebuilt. So I thought I'd give you a quick rundown of some of the stuff we've got for this. So as you can see there, we've got a nicely powder coated front cross member, or front clip as some people will call it. This is all like brand new, ready for rebuilding, so that again makes my life a lot easier. Over here you'll see we've got quite a lot of parts laid out there. So all this stuff is the rear disc conversion kit, so this will replace the original drum brakes on the rear axle. So we've got some calipers here, we've got the rear disc conversion brackets which bolt straight onto the axle, onto the original fixing points on the Manta axle, and then we have the caliper hangers. Obviously we've got the rear discs, and these are 240mm on the rears, again all brand new. We've got some nice Wilwood calipers there for the front. They're really lightweight actually. I'm surprised how light they are. I thought they were going to be quite a hefty chunky thing, but they're not. They're really nice and light set of calipers those. They look really nice behind the wheels of that car. And then we have the conversion brackets for the Wilwood calipers, again which will bolt straight onto the front of the Manta and convert the original hanger bracket positions to suit these Wilwood calipers. We've got all new ball joints. I do have new track rod ends for the car as well, so uppers and lowers. We've got the fixing kit for the front brake calipers. We've got full poly bush kit. Yeah, this is not all the bushes because some of them like this are already installed. So that is the panhard rod for the rear axle, that's already got the bushes in. And we've got the front anti-roll bar. I need to install the bushes on the end of here yet. And we've got all the inserts for the poly bushes. We've got the drop links over there. We've got new spring cup rubbers to go with the car as well. We've got obviously the new brake pads in that one. And we've got the new drilled vented front discs, and these are 250mm front discs. And then we've got a brand new fan hub, which I've never come across one of them before, so that's quite a good find. I've gone through a few of them because they do seem to fail. The cars do run a little bit hot when they stop to work, so I've had to change a few of these in the past. Then we've got a brand new set of Bilstein shockers. Quite odd actually with this one, because these all come new in the box, as you can see, absolutely brand spanking new. But then we had one of them came with no stickers on, and also the bushes, the spacers and the bolt is missing off the top. So I'm hoping that these have fell out somewhere in one of the boxes with all the other parts in for the car, because if not, that's going to be quite a bit of a nightmare to source stickers that match these. There is some aftermarket stickers available, but they're not an exact match for these stickers there, so I may end up having to buy one single Bilstein shock for this if I can't find these parts that have possibly gone missing in transit. There is some more boxes down there that I've not been through yet, so I need to get that done. What else have we got? So we've got the twin light set, this is a really nice set of brackets. These are normally completely rotten, but these are actually really nice. It's got the neo light lenses in there, and the surrounds are all intact. Again, these tend to rot away, but on this they're really nice, all really nice and clean. Really nice set of lights, that is. And then we've got obviously the bezel covers which go over the top of these. Now I have come across a problem with this because I tried to get these on earlier and these actually don't fit over the top of these lights. They're too tight. Now these are the original Ermshire bezels, so the only reason I can think of why these ain't fitting over the top of these twin light lenses is that they may need to go on afterwards. Well, I'm not sure if that's going to be possible to get them screws in, so there's something going on here I'll have to investigate, because they are really tight to where this sits in between the lights. It won't actually fit through there, so I'm not too sure what's going on. That's something I'll have to look at in the future and address that at the time. So that's this section sorted. Now what we've got here is we've got a box of nuts and bolts and random stuff that's going to go off for zinc plating. So some of this needs to be cleaned up like this. I'll have to all be stripped and cleaned before I send this off for plating. The better you can prep your stuff for zinc plating, the better outcome you're going to have. If you start sending stuff in that just looks like that, you're not going to get a fantastic finish on your zinc plating. Ideally these could be done with sort of sandblasting. I do have a small sandblasting unit there, but it take forever doing it with that, so potentially I'm going to send some of this stuff away to be done before it gets zinc plated. So that's the box that's all going to zinc in there. And with that we've got stuff like the pedal box, brake pedal, clutch pedal, all that sort of stuff. So I'll do all that while it's off. That'll look really nice, all zinc plated, bolted up to a black shell. So anything I can get in there I have. I'm going to have to take obviously stuff like this off. And then we've got the washer bottle bracket. I'm going to send that off again for zinc plating. Now all this stuff here I'm going to have cleaned up. I'm going to send all this off for zinc plating. That's the prop flange, so there's going to be some bits of gold going on underneath here, which I think is going to look really nice. And the springs I've actually got for this car are in gold as well, so that should suit really well. The front hubs, I'm going to clean them up as well and send those off for zinc plating, which I think will contrast really well with sort of like the black. So the axle's going to be black, cross member's going to be black, and then we're going to have little additions of nice gold zincy plated stuff, which I think will sit really nice and tie in with the car really well, because the theme we're going to go for with that car is probably going to have gold wheels and little bits of gold stuff here and there. Again, I'm going to strip all the paint off this front anti-roll bar, and I'm going to have that zinc plated, which again should tie really nice, and these brackets, they'll also be done in zinc. Over here we have some really nice quality blitz material, and there is an absolute ton of the stuff to have all my seats retrimmed. I do have full interior for the car, but it's currently in the Chicago grey Recaros, so I will be having this retrimmed. I'll probably go with leather bolsters, and then obviously just have the centres trimmed in the blitz, and also have some put into the door cards as well, just to tie it in and have something a little bit different going on in there. But I have seen some of this blitz material in the past, and like the yellow's really bright. Sorry about that guys, got interrupted there. The joys of having a unit with lots of old cars sticking out the door. You do get people calling in from time to time asking questions. So as I was saying, yeah, I've seen some of this blitz cloth where the yellow is really bright, and also this blitz sign is really in your face, or too bright. But this material seems to be quite close, very close to the original stuff. I do have original blitz seats in my i240, and this fabric is one of the best matches I've actually come across, so quite happy with that. And it is a really thick material as well, it's not flimsy, so yeah, that's going to go on really nice onto the original seats. Once they've been trimmed, I'll be getting those over to the upholsterer ASAP to crack on with those, so there's no panic then. He can have them, keep them for as long as he needs, because obviously we're quite far away yet before the interior is going in. So over here we have some powder coated parts for the front cross member. So we've got the lower rear arms, spring pans and upper arms. Again, some of the poly bushes have already been inserted in these, and then on this one they haven't. So I need to go through all the poly bushes and find out what goes where, because obviously they've all fell out of the boxes, which hasn't helped, because normally the boxes have a description on of where these go, so it shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, they'll only fit in certain places. I'm not looking forward to pressing in the ball joints into freshly powder coated lower arms, but I'll have to do it one way or another. We'll get those in. These are the brackets for the rear anti-roll bar. Now, because I'm going with sections of gold zinc plated stuff underneath, I am going to strip the paint off these. I'm going to send those off to be zinc plated, so they'll come back nice and gold. Same again with these rear anti-roll bar upper brackets. I'm going to strip the paint off those. It's not a great finish on it anyway, so I'm going to strip these. I'm going to send them off to the zinc plater. I think they'll look really nice in gold against all this black stuff. And then we have all the bracketry for the seat runners. These are all going to be stripped, all cleaned up and put in the zinc plating box, so they'll come out really nice. Again, I think that'll look, be a very nice touch inside the car. And then we've got the fuel pump bracketry. This is just one of the parts to that. I have got the rest of it, so I'm going to send all the fuel pump bracketry off to all be zinc plated as well. So that's pretty much it, guys, really. I just thought I'd give you all a quick lowdown on where we're at with this build and moving forward what we're going to be doing. So the first part of this build is going to be building up this front cross member, sending all this stuff off for zinc plating, and then we need to get the car down onto the floor because currently it's on a dolly. So we're going to have loads of fun getting that off there. I might have to borrow my mate's high-ab crane to get this off here, rather than struggling with jacks, because the last thing I want to do is scratch all this underside when it's all really nicely painted under here. So I don't really want to cause any damage to any of this. The rear axle isn't actually painted as yet, so this is not something I'm going to send off for powder coating, because obviously I'd have to pull all the bearings, the diff and all that sort of stuff out of here, so I don't really want to do that. So this is just going to be probably stripped by hand, and we'll paint this in our paint shop. Doesn't have a slippy diff in it, unfortunately, but I do have a quaif that I might stick in there. This is the old exhaust system off the car. This is probably past its time now, and we've got some crazy stuff going on like this. So that's not an exhaust system I'm going to be putting back on there. I'll buy a brand new, or saying that, I'll probably send it off for a custom exhaust, like I had my orange one done at Exhaustworks. So I'll probably send it there to be done, because they did a really nice job in my last one. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's where we're at. We're really looking forward to this build. I hope you are too. If you want to follow this build, please give us a like, give us a share, and I'll see you on the next one.